Yo! Happy weekend, everybody! It's time for some Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. How's it going? This final case has been awesome! Let's start the trial, episode 2-1. I don't know, I think we'll maybe go 2-1 and 2-2. We'll play a couple of parts here today. Probably won't finish the case, I'm assuming. How are ya? Good to see you, Francis. Let's play. February 9th, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1.
Oh my, Mr. Luis feels that way about me?
Apparently he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. It's just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. In any case, whatever it is he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Hey, Coded! Happy weekend! I'm gonna play some Phoenix Wright. Maybe play some... I'm gonna try to stream a lot today, because tomorrow night I have a show. Another concert to play, so... probably be pretty tired. So we're gonna try to do a few streams today. Might play some Dishonored. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure what. Maybe some Bloodborne late tonight. I have no idea. Isaac, I don't know. No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini!
She claims to have seen this very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. Is it really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Deneau, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well, then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this, if your true identity is revealed?
Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe them until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once. Your lunch is gonna be Pog! Woo! What are you gonna have, Coded? You gonna get some num-nums?
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I will leave my defense in your capable hands. Megatama. Delilah Smash.
February 9th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 7.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris Harsakura Temple.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The defense indeed appears to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Want to play some Street Fighter Bomberman? Maybe. Maybe some Street Fighter. I don't think I'm really gonna... Yeah, pizza! I don't think I'm gonna play Bomberman. I mean, I know how much you love that game. Maybe some Street Fighter? I might play Street Fighter tomorrow, Francis. I don't know what you're up to tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Maybe. I really want to try to make some progress in Dishonored before Elden Ring comes out, but you know. Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
However, they say, blah, 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 blah.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of the court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove the case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant.
Dying Light 2 has you... Oh, Jared. Whoa, I'm glad I didn't say that out loud. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Good for you, buddy. You deserve it after working so hard in school.
Oh, no! Hold on, Bobby, hold on.
The prosecution stands ready.
And you are?
Francisco von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma.
Legends are singers of past. I'm von Karma. That is all. Upon special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting the case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I am almost certain I've seen you somewhere before, or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
Harder, Mummy. There is no such weakling as this man among the prosecutor's office.
There isn't, but I'm sure once before in this courtroom. Harder, Mummy, harder!
Oh, I told you, there's no such weakling.
I mean, maybe I could play tonight, Francis. You might be asleep by the time I'm done with this game, though. I don't know. I don't want to promise you anything that I can't. It's magical how soft Von Karma's voice is compared to your portrayal. Well, too bad. This is how she's always been for me. She's a rough and tumble girl.
I told you, there's no such weakling.
What is that, a whip? I am not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip and...
I have no objection to the whip.
You don't?
No, I like a good whipping every once in a while, baby. You don't like a good whipping, Judgy Pooh? Whipping. The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee, but there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, my dead verb. I'd expected to face a Phoenix right here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I've been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow you to cross you slip through my fingers.
Oh. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Allow me to add things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Oh, harder, Mommy, harder.
The stage is set. Now continue with your proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of the case, with as little whipping as possible.
The murder victim is a fine picture book author with at least the norm. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
Oh, we got a bot. Hello, bot. Hello.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
Crime photo out of the court record.
There's no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to a crime.
Very well.
It's a bot.
Not a Russian bot. All I see are consonants. Why would you make a name with no vowels at all? It seems so strange. Bots are very strange these days.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Yes. Oh, she's very short.
Witness state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on here. I'm not sure about being sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defense lobby for one back pain-plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
That's like 5 vowels.
Little old me? Oh, well, I'm the head nun in the Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got that, Bikini? Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Oh, harder, Mommy, harder.
The courtroom is in the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave? The cocaine.
No need to get your bikinis in a twist, let me tell you. I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. Have you played Terraria? Never have I played it, no. Seems like maybe a fun game. No, I've watched a little bit before, but Lucky you get pizza. Coded gets pizza. That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say, then. First, tell us about your movements that night, eh? And I want all your measurements, nice and tidy, all your measurements with the bikini, yes?
I told you, no, literally in the courtroom. Whippy.
Oh, harder, mommy, harder.
Crossform clap song that we should play. Maybe. I don't know if it's my kind of game. I might try it. I don't know. Could be fun. Night of the murder. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back leg stacks up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it. Ooh!
So it was simply coincidence you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement you just made.
There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, are you, Miles Edward?
Mr. Edward, please begin your cross-examination.
The night of the murder. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Runarunda. Tura is good. I put 50 hours into it only, though. Oh, hey, good to see. First of all, welcome, Runarunda. And I'm glad you like it. Only 50 hours into it. Yeah, I might try it out someday. I don't know. I do like the Minecraft, and I heard it's sort of similar to the Minecraft. I don't know. That night, I was helping with an acolyte in a training in a temple bath. Well, as you can see, my back leg stacked up violently. How can I see? Oh, I guess because you flinched over. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and return to the Hazakura Temple. No, you sure as hell didn't. Not according to my victim's testimony. Not according to my victim's testimony.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials. I'm afraid the defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task, edgy boy. Ooh. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of the Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Mr. Honcho, I'd like you to explain... Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out of the bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No, she said that.
A defendant of witness who is more likely to lie. Do you suppose the defendant is simply lying to cover her back?
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
Ah!
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
Oh, she does indeed have honest eyes. Oh, harder, Bobby, harder.
It's not like mine. It's not like Minecraft. Well, that's good to know. I trust you. I trust you, guy. I trust you, Coded. Almost 26. Nice. That's a lot of days, dude. That's a lot of days.
All people lie, that is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here, Mommy? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear, you're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Oh.
Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think this trick alone would work.
Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to the cross-examination.
That night I was helping an Adelaide in her training in the temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act violently. I just came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she'd been at dinner.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wow! Wobbly cheeks. Oh, wait a minute.
Hold it right there! Why do you have that?
No, that's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. I'm not, Adam. It's not a bad feeling at all exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand the happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
Sister, this hood, you have spare ones around in the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see a stockpile, a surplus of wood there.
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood Iris owned.
Well, then this is quite strange. Oh, harder, Bobby, harder!
If there's a surplus of hoods, he could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here.
Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on the way back to the inner temple.
The seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. And I'm a very stimulating man, if you know what I mean. Ask the ladies, yes. I've got more stimulation in my little waggle finger here than you have in your whole body, Miss Von Karma. Oh, yes. Edgeworth, man of stimulation.
17 bosses. Wow. That's a lot of bosses, dude.
Contradictory stimulation.
Oh, after my bath. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was, Mystic Elise, and with the sword of all things. Oh, Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faces the outer courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of a window. Oh.
Where's Mia? Maya is stuck in the chamber across the bridge since it burned down.
You saw a terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court, and me seeing it all from the very chair. Well, something like that.
This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name, can't you do something about that habit of yours?
I want Mia! Well, we all want Mia, but she's dead. Okay. We'll have to get Big Booba in the afterworld when we die. Okay.
I finished my bath around 11. I thought I should return to the temple.
Sounds about right.
And I was walking back. I heard a noise in the courtyard.
Okay.
Iris was, Mystic Elise with the sword of all things. Mr. Gillies was staying in the corner room which faces onto the courtyard. The stabbing I must saw after she was pushed out of a window.
No. No, 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 no. She was stabbed and then she fell out of her window. No. Don't be dumb, lady.
Impressive logic, that's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take a look at the autopsy report?
This is the autopsy report.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet, however, this fall was after she was killed.
Oh!
Well, that's right, it says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim go on to take 10-foot fall?
Oh, mommy!
Order, see? The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Do you not agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and she was then thrown out the window to the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Denome's room?
Ah,
She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma with any blood. Oh, harder, Bobby, harder.
no traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood down to my glorious playoff beard. However, if there were no blood in the room, then you'll claim that harder, mommy.
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true, with the weapon still in the body where there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all the contradiction.
Was she stabbed by a statue? We don't exactly know.
Order, I must admit, this is a proper version of events.
I'd expect no less from Francisca Von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
Huh?
It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the correct.
Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially in my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here with my whip. You shall be all massaged up. Yeah. Yeah.
With the whip?
Oh boy, alright. That was my joke, Edgeworth. You stole my joke.
Alright.
Yeah, we don't know exactly.
When I looked across the scene with the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Gillies. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I woke, Mr. Gami was stabbing Mr. Gillies through the back.
There you go, Jarrett.
The cocaine. My eyes are really insane. Blinky, cocaine. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
The Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Francisca Von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that.
Ooh, what's the details?
Okay. This is gonna be this one's a bit trickier. This is a bit trickier.
When I looked across the scene, the sword is already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Elise. I've never seen so much blood before.
So you're saying you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it is splattered onto Iris too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
In the corner? What? Her clothes were blood flecks as well?
Aye, that seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press the point further? Yes, we'll press further. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine.
Was smoothly drawn out. Okay, we definitely have to present something.
Sister Bickeney, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so, but there's too many contradictions here.
Oh, what do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust into the hilt of the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean? Please explain yourself. Oh, harder, Bobby.
Explain yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Doesn't appear. What meaningless treble? I too have many appear to be weak and frail. But I crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I choose so.
The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
That isn't the only issue here. If the sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in the body, it acts like a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
This is nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Oh no, I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction.
Yes, still got more.
This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? Just the tip, baby, yes.
Ah!
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No!
Order, Bobby, order. Oh.
Bravo, Miles Edwards, raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one if that.
But what does this mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon part.
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shishichito.
What?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Is Von Karma dead? No. I mean, maybe. That was kind of obvious, to be honest, but...
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was a murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mr. Gami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that's the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene is too strong. That is what influenced us. Influenced us to believe that the Shichichito was the murder weapon.
Order, wow! Harder, Bobby, harder!
So maybe the Shichichito was not a murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edward. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
Yeah, that's true. Your response, Miles Edward?
Oh, you're such a numbcompoop. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to?
Ah!
It goes without saying, the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to what if a sword-like object was found.
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
Oh, no evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
If I was a judge and I was getting hit with a whip, I would kick that person out. Yeah, you would think so, but I told you, he likes it.
Bobby, I actually quite like a little whipping in the morning, whipping in the evening, whipping at supper time. If whipping's on the table, we can have pizza anytime. Yeah, baby.
I just remembered something.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there.
What exactly is going on about here? A boot? Going on a boot here?
The murder weapon, I mean, maybe. I think I might know where the sword is disposed of.
You what?
Well then, I think we need to hear the testimony one more time, sister.
Impossible. What else could this old woman have seen? Holy shiz, my nizzle. Harder, mummy, harder. Location of the weapon.
I saw the murder around 11 p.m. And after asking to be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks. Tracks indicated a snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe if they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. Here it is.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in the front of the Hazakura temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Tax a photo added to the court record.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes. The Eagle River is current quite swift, meaning it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Miles Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
Did she really go to the murder weapon?
Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do here.
I saw the murder around 11 p.m. And after asking it to be reported, I went down to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicated snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusty Bridge, but less than 5 using those. Maybe she threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back well knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Huh. This is kind of difficult. Let me look at this photo here. Maya killed her and then burned the bridge on her way back. Yeah, no. Okay, so her statement is a lie. There's only one snowmobile track. So they started at Dusky Bridge and came there with the snowmobile. Yeah. There's only one track.
Seems like you have a one-track mind there, lady. You're trying to pin it all on Iris. But that's not possible. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, my dead vat.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back.
You're right.
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth.
Yes?
On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading onto the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just return tracks in the snow.
Second bot. Oh, I don't think so, Krabs. Only one bot. Are you a Krabs bot? From Mega Man? Did Dr. Wily make you Krabs bot? It's a mountain temple.
Oh, what do you have to say now, Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks?
Yeah. I think there is. I think that there is a contradiction to this. I do think there is.
The judge's brother? Yeah, we don't know. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why, there's a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction.
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow, also claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, actually. Episode 5. Edgeworth the main guy? Yeah, maybe. I think it might go back to Phoenix later, but yeah. Sure.
Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Well, that would be the weather report. Which says snow 7 to approximately 10:50. The snow did not let up. That's the weather report. Pretty obvious.
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course. This means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report?
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50.
No, you're not dumb, Krabs. I would never say that. I might have said I was dumb, but not you.
Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Oh, done it again.
Order! Very well, then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Oh, see what I did there? Snow pun. Oh. My jokes are frosty, baby. Oh, harder, Bobby, harder.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather data of all things. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct?
No, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is an actual data. Oh, harder, Bobby, harder.
Forecast data, all the weather reports have some inaccuracies. May have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot let any doubt remain concerning this testimony.
Ha! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist. Miles Edgeworth.
Did it take place in the 90s? I don't know, Krabs. Maybe. This is good music, by the way. I'm gonna have a sip of water. My voice is getting screwed right now.
Very well, then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
This one's a little tricky. I mean, the tracks could be. The crime photo, I don't see any snow in the crime photo. Yeah, there's nothing in the crime photo.
In the jail or in the court, gata, mama harder, stop!
Francis, yep.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not there was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is...
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, the photo will tell us everything, of course. I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception.
And that is?
The victim herself, Miss Elise Deneau. Why is there snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why.
Ah!
In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be two sets of tracks.
Ah! Harder, Edgy, harder!
Harder, Bobby, harder!
Just as what you were suggesting, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Asakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At the time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then when this person returned to Asakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, return tracks remained.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What, sister?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Oh?
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said she never went there. You should probably press the point some more when I get a chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on forward.
That sounds right.
But what's odd is when I and Iris returned to the Hazakura temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that's... isn't possible.
Order in the court! What does all this mean?
Yeah.
So then what the snowmobile was used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there would be 2 sets of tracks to the photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Yes, I have nothing to add. I've told you everything that I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness, who could testify having seen the snowmobile.
I'm just the man for the job. My name's Larry.
A witness, huh?
Larry Butts, here, call on me, baby. I'll give you all of the evidence. Yeah, baby. Call on me.
Can I hear somebody out there? Is there somebody screaming? It sounds like an idiot. It sounds like a turkey.
It's just me, Larry Butts. Yee.
Who is... Oh, I swear I'm hearing things. Was there no one walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
Oh, I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do.
Oh, that's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out in the subarctic night. Your Honor, actually there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being?
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside into the cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about?
It's me, Larry Butts, age 25. Big Larry. It's me.
This guy must be the product of Jean Lelouch's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim Elise Denell.
A student, interesting. And why was he wandering afoot?
About outside the night of the murder. Is he a Canadian? And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder?
That's a very interesting accent. If I could tell them about his designs for Iris. But it may cost his credibility as a witness before I can even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly is it that he saw?
In the jailer in the court, got the mama harder stomp. Harder, hammer, harder.
I intend to extract that information from him right in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
Oh, I have no choice, do I?
I believe he's in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess, and I will go have some fun with the whipping. Miss Von Karma, if you will join me in my chambers, I would like a nice good whipping on the behind, if you would please. I really have an itch that needs to be scratched, and I enjoyed your taste of whippings. I will be right back. 20 minutes. Bye.
To be continued.
Bye.
All right.
Let's do one more. Let's do one more part. One more part. Here. Save the progress. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Bye.
February 9th.
I went to a steakhouse today with a bunch of friends. Got a T-bone steak. 40 euros. Holy hell, dude. That's a lot of wishes. But did you have fun? That's the most important thing. How are you, EE? Did you get your Prima Gems from the 300 free Prima Gems from the promotion? If you haven't, go on Genshin and plop those puppers in. Yai Miko's coming. And so is Raiden Shogun and Kokami. Let's go. That's a lot. $40. I bet it was a good steak, huh? I bet it was a good steak, huh? Yep, got my 300 primos. Good.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
All right, I'll help you in any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room, in a Hazakura temple.
Prepare for Street Fighter tomorrow. You want to play some Street Fighter tomorrow? We can do that. EE, I'm down with that.
Very well, the second then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder, sometime between 10:30 and 11 that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There's only one key for that snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, she can't tell. She's hiding something. 5 things. Holy shit, dude. That was a golden steak. Yeah, there are steakhouses that charge that much or even more for a steak. I hope it was a good steak, EE. Well, you deserved it, man. You deserved it.
Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until his safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise to know?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought. No Cyclops. Very well. It is my job to get the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
Maybe 20 euro would be a fair price. Yeah, too much. 40 euro, a bit too expensive, huh? That is quite expensive, honestly. That's like a $50 steak. We'd see that here in the U.S., but better be a goddamn good steak. The choice is yours at Up Chuckarama. We better be giving you a good steak. Oh, well, you had fun with your friends, right? Like the Kentucky Fried time when you went to Kentucky Fried Chicken and you were first in line and you waited like 5 hours. The chicken wasn't that good, but the experience will last a lifetime. As will the grease on your hands. That shit never comes off, man.
Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior?
He was sketching something very intensely.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman onto the demonic face in a vicious V.
I only presume his intention was to capture you. Oh, harder, Bobby, harder.
Anyway, it's time to drive this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Lorries, no, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
It would seem the whip is going to see plenty more use today.
Hey, it's me, Larry. Ouch, harder, mummy.
Your sketch is in contempt of court.
Hey, I was just artistically rendering. Ow, harder, mummy, harder.
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand in your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term, the color is viridian.
Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it?
I know I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the fields?
I was presuming wanted to say field work, I hope.
That's it, thanks, buddy.
It's kind of sad I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model.
Eh?
So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red! Or to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Oh, harder, Mummy! Oh, Jesus, so much harder!
How harder, Bobby?
Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Kramer. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that is your fault. Testify now.
Well, this is too much for me. Hey, what I saw. I was at the lodge, out in the mountains, looking at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now, aren't I, Edgy? Yeah.
Witness, please refrain from talking directly to lawyers during your testimony.
I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else?
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
He's recently been at the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he's been to other people.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case.
50 Shades of harder, mommy.
Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy.
Well, then let us proceed with the cross-examination with no touching, thank you. Oh, mama, no touching. We can hardly delve into details at a later time.
Oh, man. I gotta take a sip of water. Larry makes me laugh, man. All right, let's see what we got here.
I was at the lodge, out in the mountains, looking at the stars at night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either.
Nah, well, that's obviously not true. Are you stupid? You literally talked to my boy Phoenix Wright. Are you stupid?
Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I am sorry.
But having realized just how much of a nuisance you've been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me.
However, I cannot forgive you for certainly turning away from the incidents you create.
You're totally pinning this on me.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bickney, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There he happened across a certain nefarious individual.
Hey, you!
Larry Butts.
That's right, me in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
But what do you want me to do then?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Gee, I think I finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? No. What did you see on the night of the murder? See? No.
What I saw, part deux. That's two in French, don't you know? I'm a smart boy, yes I am. SMRT. Oh boy. I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been around 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window. That dusky bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
Cocaine? My eyes are shot up with the cocaine. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains of what caused Nick to fall.
What did you say?
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
I never knew with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
KFC wait 20 minutes, Krebs? I never wait 20 minutes at no KFC.
When I saw part 2, that's part 2, that's part dos, that's part 9. Yeah.
Alright, I don't know what we're gonna do here. I guess we'll press. It's a difficult thing.
I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been 10:30. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out.
Hold it!
You said right away, but how long after the strike was that?
The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is the small shack you were from the bridge?
Hold on, well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about 5-minute walk.
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare.
I keep kind of pissed because some of my friends keep calling me Tomato Head. It's because I put some pictures of the Tomato Head skin from Fortnite on Instagram. Tomato Head! Tomato Head! Oh, that's kind of Oh, well, I won't call you Tomato Head Electric Eve. Tomato Head. It's pretty funny, dude.
I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him a little more info?
Sure. I think we should. Well, if that's the case, why didn't you call anybody?
Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face?
Well, player M is a potato. Tomatoes are pretty yummy, right?
Why didn't you call anyone?
What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There's a public phone right next by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought of doing that.
So then, why you didn't?
Well, yeah, okay. My reason isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, it's just I didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up in less than a minute later.
Really? Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. What was he doing? What was he doing during this time? He's lying. He's lying. Don't feel bad, I got it worse. Oh yeah, what do they call you, Coded? Well, you don't have to share it if you don't want to, if it makes you annoyed. I got hella bullied when I was in school, but at least they're your friends, not jerks.
Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Angie? You make me sound like some sort of alien.
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is the time.
I've never been able the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what would happen, is that correct?
Yeah, well, I waited about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes to get from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11.
That all sounds about right, I guess, yeah. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
No, that is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred at Hazakura Temple, thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at the time at Dusky Bridge.
Excuse me, I have an objection. Angie, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Luis to know. Hey, Hana, mommy, Hana.
Cow fricker? What? Okay, now that's just rude, dude. That is just rude. How could your friends be so cruel? I don't care. That is just rude. Maybe Burger Muncher. Or Beaver Licker. But Cow Fricker? Oh, man. That's just rude.
Let me at him, Coded. I'll get him. My name's Larry Butts, and my name is Butts, but I'll still give him the what. Yeah, I'll come after those boys. They're rude. I'll give them the what.
The sister only said around 11, in which case it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francesca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery, for there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11.
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15.
Which means what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night.
You stumbled your words?
In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11, but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things. You just tell us the whole truth now then. What happened during those missing 15 minutes?
You stumble your words? Oh, I see. Well, so what, man? Nobody's perfect. You kidding me? I say all sorts of stupid stuff and mess up my words all the time on stream. It's all good. Jerk friends. At least they're done calling you that now, huh?
I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splashback. I guess I was still sleeping after all.
Harder, Bobby!
So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there's a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you simply there to watch the bridge burn?
And therein lies the problem, for even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
That's what it sounds like.
Ah, but this is Larry we're talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction.
Hey, Edgy. I think it's about time I get serious with you, dude.
They're good friends. Yeah, they're probably just effing with you, dude. They're probably just fricking with you.
Just as I thought.
They calling you a cow? They're calling you a cow fricker, then you can call them a cock blocker. Cock blocker. Like a rooster.
Just as I thought, you've been playing with us this whole time.
Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes.
May I really say it all this time? Everything? Ah, harder, mommy, harder.
Then say it.
Very well, I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
The missing 15 minutes. I was spanking the old monkey. Yeah. I'm a gnome. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized that the flames had gone out, and then he came running up.
I suppose artists can be a strange folk.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it.
Mr. Edgeworth, have you removed the last of your doubts?
Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
And what would that be? Cocaine.
You got back at him, Coded? That's good.
This is surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think it needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him.
Hey, you'll regret this, Edgy. I'm coming for you, baby. I got the pink shirt from hell. I'ma get him. I'ma get you, Edgy boy.
The missing 15 minutes.
I'm a gnome. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art.
Hold it! So sketching the burning bridge?
The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? Yeah, you'll regret this. The sketch of mine is...
Enough! Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness.
Hey, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling in this instant that the sketch is revealed. The entire world may be changed by what is depicted.
Woo! Hey, Wright's up. How are you, bud? You want to play some Street Fighter tomorrow, maybe? I guess we should look at the sketch, huh? Hey, Dishonored. Good to see you, man. I'm going to, I think I might play a little Dishonored after this stream. By the way, perfect timing. Let's look at the sketch. I sometimes call him a furry. Nice, Coded. Nice.
Larry, I wonder if you could show us the sketch, please.
Happy weekend, Dishonored.
Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turn out like this.
Do you remember me? Yeah, dude. It was only a couple of days ago. Of course I remember you, dude. You were playing Dishonored. And you came to the stream. I don't have that bad of a memory.
Yeah.
Imagined what?
That Laurice Deneau's debut would take place here today like this. Oh, Charter Mommy!
Show it now.
Okay, but steel yourself. This is the world of Laurice Deneau!
It looks like a girl on fire. What the hell is going? Is that Maya? No, it's the veil. It's the veil. Yeah, of course I remember you, dude. It wasn't that long ago. Now, if you came like a year ago, maybe I would have forgotten, but I'm pretty good with this stuff, sort of. Anyway, I might continue my Dishonored playthrough after this.
Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected.
Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I did.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
Oh, this is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry,
What?
the burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure?
Ah, you spotted that. I thought you might.
Thanks for the sub, Dishonored. I appreciate you, dude.
However much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
It's Iris, of course. Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she'd injured herself flying like that?
Larry, please, answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Hey, T! Happy Friday, T!
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist.
You...
Hi, the girl. She's really high up in this picture.
Okay, that's funny.
Harder, mommy, harder. What was that for?
This is for all about dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedent for this.
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see.
This has to be some kind of a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth.
What, me?
This witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessor to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what do you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from her.
Larry's sketch added to the court record.
Horrible sketch of what he saw on the night of the crime.
Now just hurry up and cross-examine him.
I'm a Denome. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I whipped her to a frenzy of art. I saw Iris flying. Her white hood was fluttering.
I don't think that's possible. If that was her white hood, why is the white hood still here and why is it not on fire? That doesn't seem like it's possible. What a like and sub. More people do it. More people get stabby from his Cody. I think everybody here is subbed already. So thank you guys. Thank you, T. I just wanted to, I'll take a second to say thank you. The last couple of weeks, I've gotten to know a lot of really cool people from around the world, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you very much. That means a lot, gentlemen. To the new and the old. We got some new content coming out soon too, by the way. The New Horizons coming out very soon, and then after that is Elden Ring. So, yeah, it's gonna be some good stuff coming here. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot. Thank you.
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 if that's the truth.
If that's truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain.
What might that be?
That person who flew over that bridge could not have been the defendant Iris.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Oh, harder, mommy.
A foolhardy fool, a foolish statement by an equally foolish, foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry, according to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood.
Isaac, you have believe in the hearts of the poop. That's right, Mr. Krabs. Not the heart of the cards, heart of the poop. Heart of the poop, guide me.
Of course she was. Of course she was. She's wearing that hood just like a boss. She flew right over that flaming bridge. And now I'm gonna get in my carriage. I'm gonna marry that Larry. I'm gonna marry that Iris. Yeah. Let's go. Larry Butts, rapper extraordinaire. Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what sold me this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. Ah, harder, mommy.
Seems there's a bigger fools in the world than the one at the defense's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now and just suggest it was Phoenix Wright who took flight?
What are you talking about?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood?
What?
Angie, what's going on with Nick and Iris? Why, you Nick, you dog! That's my girl. I had sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. I guess you say what to make me feel this way is my girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, Iris. Alright, anyway.
I do believe you should stop singing now. That is unbelievably mysterious sketch. It is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage.
Huh. Harder, mommy.
What is now, witness?
It feels like I've been waiting for 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you.
What?
I gotta go. Thanks, Dishonored. It's nice to see you again. You have a great weekend, bud. Take care, okay?
What?
What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive?
Evidence?
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Larice Deneau, shall prove it.
Pizza time! Yum. Yum, yum, yum.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but shall we be needing your testimony once again? Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as detected in this sketch, and show us the evidence this nightmare was actually reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm gonna feed you a weapon serving a pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this entire time, trust me.
Proof that Iris flew. Okay. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow.
Oh, shiz. That's from the staff of the victim.
I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
Crystal sphere.
This one pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
That sphere, where did you find it?
Let me see, around here somewhere, looks about right.
And it was half buried in the snow?
I had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some fallen snow as I walked to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal sphere.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterwards.
There's something on it.
Ah?
Oh my, it's blood.
What? Blood? Crystal spear added to the court record.
Yeah, it's from the staff of the victim. We already know this because it wasn't there. Someone yoinked her sphere? What? How did it go down there?
You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Aristino only a few minutes ago? Jesus, this nut job.
Proof that Iris flew. Oh man, okay. This is some pretty weird stuff. Anyway, this belonged to the victim. So that should be an easy contradiction.
When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding this beautiful crystal spear half buried in the snow. I'm sure Iris simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal that night.
No, it's definitely not true. Not true, it's her crystal. Where's her picture? See? There it is, right there. It's her crystal.
Larry, that night there was someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who was this stupid idiot?
Miss Elise Gnome, a mentor of a stupid idiot.
The victim?
I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere.
Hey! That's my photograph! Give it back! Ouch! Harder, Mommy!
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. The victim's staff found at the scene of the crime.
Ow, the crystal sphere is gone. Judges, what does this mean?
If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris after all. She was not wearing a hood. Most importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either.
That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Gnome.
Oh. A fool alongside another fool, and a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that. I saw it with my own two. Harder, Mommy!
And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Mr. Miles Edward. Elise Denard was in her room at the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to that case. That is all.
Miss Francisca von Karma, the only people who will accept that explanation are the scatterbrains and clowns.
Why were you pointing at me?
The victim's crystal spear was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case?
That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer probably placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason he drew such a ridiculous sketch.
What? You mean I'm the killer? Hey, no way, Mommy Harder.
All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear next to the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that the least known left her Hazakura temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on the deposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. I got the whip, baby. Right between your cheeks, baby. Yes.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place?
I don't know. I don't know. What evidence do we have? This is a tough one. I don't know. I'd say probably yes.
Can I prove it? This isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving the case.
You'll do what?
That looks in your eye. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright and I am indeed cornered.
I ordered you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
God, I don't know. Maybe the staff? Maybe the staff? Oh, what's the crime photo look like? I don't... Well, if it was before the murder, I don't really know. I would like to save, but I can't.
Take that!
This crystal spirit was half buried in the snow, correct?
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even though it was ever so slightly.
Snarving?
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there's no snow on the victim's body.
Ah.
Therefore, the crystal spear must have been dropped before the murder.
What?
Harder!
Hey, Rifty, how are ya? Happy weekend! Is that a new profile picture?
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusty Bridge, and there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal spear to come loose.
What could that have been?
This spear, there's some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility that at this junction, the real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
Oh! The murder didn't place at the Hazakura Temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool and which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma?
Yeah, have you been paying attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth?
Not gonna be on for a while. Are you going on vacation? Rifty, are you going on break?
The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura temple courtyard.
Oh no, that's not true. That's not exactly true, now is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing.
No, it isn't.
Ah,
You said it yourself.
very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Oh my god, Rifty, what? What? Rifty, what? Is he sick? Did he get in an accident? What? Oh, what? Excuse me, what?
Sandusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of a murder.
Oops. Then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of a murder. The murder weapon was not removed. Thus, therefore, was no bleeding.
Oh my god, COVID and cancer. Oh. Well, then you need to spend some time with your dad. And not spend time on stream here with me, for sure. I will miss you, Rifty. I hope everything works out okay. I hope he gets better, dude. But I understand. I want you to be with your family. As someone with a parent with also has cancer, it can be a tough thing to deal with. Yeah, I want you to spend time with your family. My thoughts are with you, Rifty. I'm really sorry, bud. Keep me updated, okay? You're a really good guy, and I really appreciate you. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that. Peace out, man, okay? Lots of love, dude. I don't even know if I can continue. How am I supposed to do these voice acting right now? Right. How am I supposed to do voice acting after that? Yeah, keep me updated, my friend. I'm sorry. If you ever need somebody to talk to, you can message me on Discord. My family is dealing with cancer right now too, so. How the hell am I supposed to? What am I supposed to? How am I supposed to continue this right now? What? How do you keep going after something like that? Ugh. Yeah, that's exactly right, Krabs. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best here. I'm real sad right now, but I'm gonna do my best because the show must go on, right? Anyway. Wow.
The murder weapon was not removed. There was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Maya Zedver. At least the No's body was found in Hazakura Temple. It only takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I've made it this far. The only place I can take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of events is also perfectly plausible. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple, the snowmobile.
How is Mom doing? She's doing all right. Yeah, pretty good, Krabs. We might go on another little vacation, mini vacation next week, maybe, if it's warm enough. The snowmobile. Which picture had the snowmobile tracks on it? Yeah, this one.
On that snowy night, there's only one way a body could have been moved. The snowmobile.
Ah!
As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could have also been used to carry a body.
Harder, mommy!
This is completely unacceptable, my dear one. You've dug yourself in your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Francisco von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, at least to know, really killed? If a body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Jesus Lord, it's crazy.
Oh, harder, mommy.
Do you even
Need to think about that? Such creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he could never utter a lie that could hurt a girl whom he's enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm at this point.
Edgy! Thank you!
That settled it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances.
Ah, no! Damn it! Nya, Scheiße.
Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Francisco von Karma, you make a wonderful potter.
Excuse me?
There was only one reason and one reason alone for me being here, to expose the darkness lurking in this case and pass it on to Wright.
Hey, really? That's what his was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I would have had the frenzy whipping me. Ow! Hurt him, mommy.
My dead father. I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you into my heel.
A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by.
What a shame. Ah, frenzy!
This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront to our legal system.
Harder, mommy.
I demand satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction.
I cannot believe the witness' testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been true to lies? Next time we gather in the courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution.
And with this, the rest is up to you, Wright.
Court is now adjourned.
When will the coronavirus be over? Who the hell knows, dude? Who the hell knows, man? I told you that last year, though. You remember, Krabs? You remember when I told you a long time ago that I didn't think the virus would be over anytime soon because of the genetic changes that viruses can do? Viruses are really unique in terms of, I mean, some people don't even consider them alive because they literally can't be alive on their own. They require like a host to be in, you know, to create their environment and where they can multiply. Anyway, I told you. Remember when I told you a long time ago, Mr. Krabs, I didn't think the virus was going to be over anytime soon? Yeah. I mean, that's just how viruses work. They mutate really, really fast. Faster than, like, just about anything. So, yeah, I don't know. It seems like we've been making progress on it, right? Like, at least people aren't dying at the same rate they were before, but there's still, like, it's really bad. In the United States alone, there's still, like, 3,000 people every day dying. It's not good, man. It's not good. And yeah, let's say you have cancer, or let's say you're older, you know? Yeah, it's not good. I'm not saying that we should live our lives in fear. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going around freaking out, you know. Life's over. I'm just saying it's not good. And I don't know the answer to that question, Krabs. I do not. Save your progress? Hell yeah! All right. That's good for Phoenix Wright today. What a terrible news to end the stream, though. Oh, boy. But on the next episode of Phoenix Wright, whenever we play it again, we will do episode 3 and see how much we can get into the investigation. I think we're getting closer to the truth. Needs another body to survive. Yeah, it does. I mean, it doesn't even, it's like really unique. Some people don't even consider viruses living things because they're just, all they are basically is DNA. They don't have organs. They don't have like, you know, they don't have traditional cells. They don't have organs. All basically a virus is basically a strand of DNA. Well, that's not exactly true, but once you study a little bit of science, it's fascinating, honestly, but it's also terrifying because they can mutate so quickly, which is why even if you, for example, get COVID once, it's like the common cold. A cold can mutate all over again, and then you can get another strain, and then you'll, you know, get it again. Anyway, yep, take care, gentlemen. You guys are amazing. Sorry for the sad ending there, but you know what? I'm glad that we can be a community where people can share not just the happy things, but also the sad things too. So, because life isn't always happy, right? Anyway, we'll play this again soon. I don't think I'll play it tomorrow because I have a show tomorrow and I don't want to kill my voice. Besides, I think we'll do some Street Fighter tomorrow probably. But tonight, on the other hand, is a different story. I want to do at least one more, maybe 2 more games. So, thanks Runarunda, thanks Francis, thanks Krabs, thanks Coded, thanks Rifty, thanks T-Rain, thanks Wrightsa, Dishonored, EE, Bots, Jolly. I think that's everybody. If I've missed someone, I apologize. Anyway. Yep, we'll see you guys probably in a few minutes. I might play some Dishonored next. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. Lots of love. See you in a bit. Hey, Yosef the Terrible. I'm sorry. I'm about to end the stream, but I do appreciate you coming to the stream. I'm going to play more Phoenix Wright soon. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm late. A little bit. Sorry. I'm going to stream some Dishonored, I think, next. But we will continue with Phoenix Wright very soon. Peace, everyone.